And now, Giant Sports Talk Live. Here are your hosts, Eric and Glenn.
Eric, I didn't know if you were reading that or if you thought the sky was falling. Is the sky falling, or are you just reading the story? Anybody who caught the show last night, we were talking about Yastrzemski coming off the bench, and I was poo-pooing that. Well, now I'd love him to be our bench player. Come on. What do you think of the news, Eric? You seem to be at a loss.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
In 1967, the Tremolos had a classic #1 hit called Silence is Golden. It is certainly not fitting in the Bay Area, if this is what we're getting.
So here we got Alex Pavlovich about, 30 minutes ago or so. Giants and Mike Yastrzemski agreed on a 1-year deal to avoid arbitration per source. This sets their outfield with Yaz in right, Jung-Hoo Lee in center, and Elliot Ramos in left. Before I go any further, I said this is a possibility. Don't be surprised if you see Mike Yastrzemski in right field. Giants will look at free agents, trades. But Yaz fits well with the desire to be strong defensively. Allows them to be patient with outfield prospects. He gets a nice bump to $9.2 million. Their biggest remaining need is at shortstop, and they could use more pitching. And yes, D-Shot, Kaka. I don't use that word very often, Glenn. Kaka. Are you
same old,
serious, dude?
Yep, same old, same old. What do you expect, Derek? Like I say, his silence golden doesn't appear to me, man.
He's sticking around. He's sticking around. You watch. You watch. You watch. I bet you he's going to be sticking around. 100%.
I don't even like the term Daniel uses. He's insurance if they don't get a start. He's insurance. Is this the best we can do, Eric? Is he insurance? Nah, not for $10 million.
For nine million, just over 9 million. I don't know, man. Especially if you're trying to save a little bit more on your roster, right? You want to try to scrimp and save as much to try to stay under that CBT. And croquet film, you're correct. I mean, Buster Posey has been saying it all along, right? Pitching defense. And that's why I said I wouldn't be surprised to see Mike Yastrzemski. But I was hoping, I talked about it last night, guys. It was a heated debate, matter of fact, over a fourth outfielder. But hey, it is what it is. If you signed him to like a 2-year deal with like at the most $6 million a year, yeah, okay, that's good.
There could be more news today too, Eric. We've got
we're still waiting. We're still waiting on late night. Still waiting on late night Lamont. And I'll be keeping an eye on this. Maybe it breaks while we're here. This is I don't know. We don't know yet, Daniel. Still waiting. He's still good. But Tim, I agree. But who's gonna? Seriously, look, they've had this time, right, since 5 days after the World Series up to this point. They could have made a trade. That tells me that there was no trade in place, so they wind up signing him anyways. Could he still be traded? Yeah, he still could be. That's not out of the realm of possibility. I just don't see it, man. Honestly, unless somebody knows something I don't know, which I don't look, I'm not an insider. I don't sit here and pretend to know what the hell's going on, but it just from what Pavlovich is saying, again, this is coming from Alex. He does cover the team for NBC Sports Bay Area. He's paid by the Giants, so I'm guessing he's getting some type of information. And that's right. Correct, Mike. Correct. The truth is, no one wanted Yaz at $9 to $10 million because everyone knew that's what he was going to get paid.
A couple updates for you, Eric.
I don't think he's I think they want to play him every day.
Couple updates.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Tony Gonsolin. He's agreed. 5.4. He'll remain a Dodger. Sam Hentges, he agrees. $1.5 million with the Guardians. The Orioles and infielder Manuel Rivera have agreed to a $1 million deal this afternoon. Nothing real. Brock Stewart has agreed to an $870 with the Twins. Tyler Wade has agreed to a 1-year, $900,000 deal with the Padres.
Yeah, it's all the
Dane
ARBs.
Dunning, Rangers.
They're all the ARBs. They're all the ARBs.
The Giants and right-hander Austin Warren have agreed to terms on a 1-year deal. He missed most of the season recovering from Tommy John surgery. Returned in October. So that's all I've got on the Giants. Austin Warren agrees to a 1-year deal, terms not announced.
He's just depth. But Tim, you could be right. But look, he does work for NBC Sports Bay Area. Giants fund NBC Sports Bay Area. So he is probably got some kind of something, right? There's something there. Something is there. But what the George, hello, George, Yaz's insurance and Posey loves him. Correct. Giants are conservative, cannot think outside the box at all. They are not aggressive. This is a repetitive crap from the Giants. Well, there you go. Daniel, he gets company narrative leaks. Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, could it be some type of huge freaking diversion? Could it be some kind of ploy?
Eric, come on, you're stretching the rubber band a little thin now. Come on.
Big time. That's what I'm saying. Is it out of the realm? No. But is it unlikely? Yes. Come on.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, this is just.
Is this a case of Buster Posey signing his old buddies, Eric?
No, because he said he's a great defender. Look, that's something we cannot. You can't argue against that. You can't argue against that. Mike Yastrzemski is a fantastic outfielder defensively. Posey has been saying all along, pitching and defense. So it doesn't surprise me that's the route that they went.
So it won't surprise me when we lose a lot of 3-2 ball games next year, Eric. You in on that? We're not beefing up this lineup, Eric. Come on.
Ibrahim coming in strong. I don't want to hear any more press releases saying we want to win championships. This is an 81 bullshit as usual.
I question 81 wins next year, Eric. I question it. We're not a 500 team.
Hold on. I asked this question yesterday. I said if we're going to come back with the similar roster, but with better pitching, everybody was saying 86, 87 wins. Now that it's starting to look that way, now people are going, maybe it's an 80-win team.
Yeah, with Yaz out there, I think, you know what, Eric?
But I posed that question. Yesterday. I was like, if Yaz is out there and we got the same as we did last year, what are we going to be? Even though, say they get a couple of more pitchers, I said, and people were pretty adamant, mid-80s, low 80s. There was a few.
I said 80. I think I say 86 wins, but not with Yaz out there.
Oh, brother. What's up, Joe? Good to see you, Joe.
I think I said, we'll have to go back and review the tape. I think I said 76 wins, Eric.
I thought you said 80. Did you? No, I think you said
86.
86.
Yeah, 86 and 76 if we revert back to these moves with Yaz in right field.
Yeah. I thought that's what I posed.
And we don't sign Snell. And I believe don't sign Snell was in the mix as well.
What's up, Joe? Good to see you, man. Give up on this team because they will never be successful with this lousy ownership group. They are complete tightwads and don't care about winning. Here we go. I knew this was going to happen when this broke. I honestly did. And Joe, I cannot blame you whatsoever. I'm right there with you. I was expecting better because that's all we could do as fans, right, Joe? All we could do is we could just hope and have expectations, even though expectations could be, disappointing. But you had this feeling, hey, they're getting rid of Farhan. We got Buster Posey. Maybe we're going to start seeing something different. Well,
nope, not yet.
Well, like I said, if they signed Yaz as if they came out and said, if they announced, yes, Yastrzemski is outfield depth, I would feel better. But when Pavlovich comes out and says, this is going to be your starting right fielder, I get a little bit worried. Joe again comes in.
Oops, sorry.
Only getting Kim is a lousy offense offseason. I am never going to another game ever again. Buster lied. He said we'd be making major changes. Bringing Yaz back is not fixing this team. Ooh, Joe, $9 million wasted. He also goes on to say, ooh, he's coming out with the big L word already.
You don't think we could have got somebody better in right field, Eric, for $9 million or $10 million?
No, you would have to pay more, but
there's got to be something better than Yastrzemski for $10 million for a year. We're a little over. Man. I mean, to pay a little more. Come on, talk about cheap. So you got to spend 15. Get us a real Eric. I'm not in on Yastrzemski. You can. The guys can sugarcoat it. The guy comes out of the gate every year. The guy was a 180 hitter, Eric. My God, for 2 months this year, we thought we'd never crack the 200 mark.
I know.
We're not making this up.
Honestly, I didn't think he was going to last the whole. I thought they were going to DFA him or get rid of him, and they wind up holding on to him. And lo and behold, he's going to be our starting right field in 2025.
And you watch, Eric. He's on the cusp at this point in his career. We talked about injuries last night. There's an injury candidate next year, Eric.
I don't know, man.
A freaking minor leaguer. That's all he is. Minor leaguer playing right field on this team, Eric. I've always said that. They got him for the Orioles. He was a minor leaguer. And again, we're going to reinvent the wheel, take all these no-name talents from the minor leagues, and we're going to prop them up. I've never been a fan of Yastrzemski. He's never put huge numbers on the board, not big enough for me to be an everyday player, Eric. And I'm going to keep my stance. I say this was a poor move. Is Buster just bringing in his buddies again? I think there could have been a little more
bringing in buddies,
bringing somebody. Eric, got to make some changes. You can't win. Even teams that win, Eric. Teams like the Dodgers win the World Series. They shuffle the deck. You get fresh blood in. That's how teams keep the momentum. What momentum do we got, Eric? You tell me.
I don't. And the thing is, look, I understand. I understand that you go sign a player that's going to be good. Look, it's not like it's a revolving door of players. That's what Farhan's been doing. Farhan's been his philosophy was having a revolving door of players. I want to get a guy who's good and who's good for many years. I should say many, whatever. You know what I'm trying to get. I want to have a player that's going to have a decent career with the Giants, right? Not a one-year wonder or he stay here for 2 years and is opts out. I'm not a fan of that. Okay.
Leading more toward a sub 500 team next year, guys.
Let's talk about this. If the Giants do wind up agreeing to terms with Wade, talk about it. I'll ask this question again. With Ramos in left, Lee in center, Yaz in right, Chapman at third, Hassan Kim at short, Fitzgerald at second, and Wade at first. with a starting rotation of a
What are you talking about? Colorado Rockies?
Snell, Burns,
Smell.
Webb, Ray, and Birdsong. How many wins does this club win?
76.
76.
There's no Eric. There's no meat in that lineup. Unless these guys have a complete turnaround. Chapman couldn't hit with runners in scoring position whatsoever. Wasn't a one-off. Wasn't a bad stretch for a month. The entire season. He's reached a point in his career, Eric, where I think it's going to go.
Could be. But to answer the question, you're saying 76. Let me hear you guys chat. Ramos in left, Lee in center, Yaz in right, Chapman at third, Ha-Seong Kim at short, Fitzgerald at second, Wade at first, Bailey behind the dish, but yet you still have Snell, Burns, Webb, Ray, Birdsong.
It's decent. Decent pitching. But
Is
it
it
can't
five?
hit, Eric.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I know.
I don't care. Show me something. Come on. Show me something. God. And you're throwing some names out there. Hey, Eric. Kim? We don't even have him yet. So he's really not in the mix. And guys, do you think bringing Ha-Seong Kim in here is really going to make us better? I don't think so. I don't think so, Eric.
Tim, thanks for showing up for a few minutes, man. I appreciate it. Catch us a little bit later tonight. We'll be back on here at 8 o'clock, Tim. Thanks for showing up, though. Appreciate it, buddy.
Joshua's coming up hot. One more than me. 77 games at best. I say 76. What are you coming in at, Eric? Keeping it close to the best? If today was opening day, I said, Eric, all right, it's opening day. We're all excited. Oh, boy. How many wins this year? Didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Oh, man. You know what? I say they might hit 500.
Oh, really?
They might hit 500.
I think it'd be tough.
For the simple fact, you got two pretty damn, or I should say three. You got two aces and one that's really good. So George makes a great point. No way Burns or Snell signs with the Giants if they only sign Ha-Seong Kim with Wade at first, Yaz in right, and Fitz at second. Piss poor hitting lineup.
Nice, George. Thanks.
I know, Joe. I get it. I know. But it's the defense. Look, we could see. Joe, listen to me. It's going to be Ha-Seong Kim because of the defense. Watch. It's going to be Ha-Seong Kim because of the defense. This is what Buster Posey has been saying from the very beginning. He said he's not going to lie, and he's not lying. So he signed Yaz to a one-year deal, again, because this is his last year of arbitration. So, yeah, I would not surprise. Don't be surprised if it's Ha-Seong Kim at shortstop, guys.
Well, like Isaac says, Kim, Eric, he's not the solution to this problem. The problems run a lot deeper than a Ha-Seong Kim, Eric.
Vintage oddball cards, 100%. $9 million for a guy who can't hit and is always injured. Nobody was going to pay $9 million for that stiff.
I guess they're based on
Isaac.
Maybe it's the number of jerseys they're selling, Eric. Got to keep them around.
I haven't gone off the rails yet. I'm kind of subdued. It's a gloomy day here in the valley. A lot of rain. It's shitty outside.
Same here.
It is absolutely freaking shitty outside. And I see this come across. Me and Ibrahim and a senior as well, we're going back and forth on text all day. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'm not liking this. It's getting too, there's no news yet. I think you're going to wind up signing them. Lo and behold, there's the news with Mike Yastrzemski.
Some guys just don't even want to hear it from you, Eric. Look at that. Whoa.
Okay, now, Giants report. Don't start, man. Don't start with me. This is not the day to start with me. The whole time, guys, the whole time, I talked about him being a fourth outfielder. Defensive replacement. That's it. Nothing else. If you signed him to a 2-year deal at $6 million a year, I call it good. I'm good with that. But 1 year at 9.25, and they're already coming out saying he's going to be your starting right fielder. Not liking it.
Yep.
Not liking it. And yes, I'm shaving this damn thing off after I get off here.
Oh boy, we're gonna have a fresh look. I just shaved last night after the show, so you can.
It is gone.
Freshly.
Oh shit! Do I even have that damn? Oh man, that's.
Soto, Eric. Soto's gone bye-bye like the dodo bird.
Yeah, I'll say 99.9. But there was some interesting news coming out about his potential, what he's looking for. I saw that. Don't know if it's true or not, though. He's looking for opt-outs, supposedly.
Joe, I'm pretty scared. The offense, not at this rate. Not at this rate.
Hell, I got to find that damn song. Oh, my God. Where the hell?
I can't stand the rain.
Senior, you're the one that made it, right?
It's snowing here, Eric.
Yeah, I have it. I just got to go. I got to go on a search party here. Oh, hell, man. Was that you that made it, Senior? It makes it a little bit easier. Can a team score negative runs? You did. Okay, I'll find it then. Oh, mother. See, now I'm starting to feel it.
Now I'm got a point. Maybe the Dodger, if he wants those opt-outs, Dodgers could swoop in, say, yeah, we're on that window to win right now, Eric.
No. You know, hold on. There's a different – hold on. I'll tell you why. Because remember, who did we talk about yesterday?
Oh, my God.
Real quick. Who was in on Soto? We broke it. Well, not broke it, but we talked about it yesterday.
Phillies?
No. Royals.
Oh, yeah. We talked about Phillies.
Think about this. And it kind of makes sense. If the Royals are in, you know what that tells me? They got more flexibility.
The same money he wants.
No, it's not that. But if there's opt-outs, they probably can afford $45 million a year for 3 years, and then he's gone. I'll tell you one thing. If it's true with these opt-outs, freaking Soto is 100% a mercenary. The dude is an absolute mercenary.
Eric, we're still in the year 24. It's November 22nd on a Friday afternoon. Joe Boyd's already packing it in. He says the whole season's already screwed.
It sucks, dude.
Give me a lot of sour fans, Eric.
Oh, it sucks, man.
And you know what? I call the casual fans, Eric. You know what? The casual fans, they're going to be like, oh, Eric, did you hear the news? Yastrzemski's going to be back. The kids love going to watch him. That's the casual fan. The casual fan who goes to the ballpark and doesn't care about the wins and losses, Eric. They don't care. Oh, I got good news for you too, Eric. Major League Baseball apparently announcing today that they're going to do away with the blackouts, regional blackouts. And you know what that tells me? Usually they have blackouts to force people to go. I think some of the cities they've got to promote their team.
Please black out the Giants games. Please.
Blackout.
Blackout. This is old. This is back in the day here.
We're bringing it back.
Due to popular demand.
On a cloudy day, Eric goes Sunno. Here we go.
Steps up now, eyes on the prize. But once again, another strike flies. Hammy feels tight, pain in the game. Swing and a miss, oh what a shame. He strikes out every time. Feels like the end. Needs a break, float away in the wind. Filled in the dream. Chasing a ghost, one more try, almost there close. Maybe it's time to hang up the cleats, let the wind take into new beats. He strikes out every time, feels like the end. Needs a break, float away in the wind. Maybe it's time to hang up the cleats. Let the wind take into new beats. East nights out every time. Feels like the end needs a break. Flown away in the wind. In the wind. In the wind. In the wind. In the wind.
God! Come on!
We're not talking about the balls and the wind flying into the Teddy Cove either. Blown away. Oh well.
East nights out every time.
Yep.
Feels like the end needs a break. Flown away in the wind. 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 In the wind.
There you go. There you go. The Yaz song brought to you by Suno AI. The man who put it together was Senior Softball Games. Oh, we need to get Senior. We need a Wade song. We're going to need a Wade song, I think. I'm waiting for that nugget, as they say, to drop.
Jesus, Eric. So they sign him, and don't forget, there's McRae.
McRae's not ready.
Luciano, who can play the outfield.
Luciano is not ready to be in the outfield.
There's Meckler. There's Matos. There's Encarnacion. Who's going to ride the pine, Eric? What are we doing? There's not a lot of depth there. McRae, Encarnacion, Meckler.
You tell me.
Eric, this looks more like a minor league team every day, doesn't it? If they make that move, Eric, I've heard rumblings, they want to bring the AAA team to play at the Oakland Coliseum. I'll be going to the Oakland Coliseum, watching the River Cats. I haven't renewed my tickets, Eric. No sneaking in the back door with me. Get in early. Nope. I'll be going to the WNBA and the River Cats this year.
Do we need to take a look at his numbers?
I'm feeling disappointed. Eric, I feel let down as a Giant fan. I feel let down every year.
34 years old. Okay. Last year, 231, 18 home runs, 57 RBIs, 302 on base. He doesn't take many walks. OPS plus, above average. Career, a 239 hitter. Again, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. How long have I been saying this, Glenn? I'm tired of the 230, 240 hitters. What is going on, man? What am I missing? What am I missing? Please tell me, guys. Maybe you guys need to walk me off the ledge because I don't understand. Can this guy be your starting right fielder? I can't see it. How? Pavlovich has come out and said he's going to be your starting right fielder. How, guys? Honestly, how? How do you tell me what justification is there? Yes, I get it. He's got a good glove. I get it. But holy shit, man.
Spencer really knows how to sum it up.
Gosh, dang, man. I don't understand. It just makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense.
Jenny, I said it earlier in the show. So we're going to, Gold Glove defense. But he ain't getting any younger. He ain't getting better. We're going to see that defense subside a little bit over the next year.
If he's going to play.
And we're going to lose games. Hey, we got a great defensive team, so we're only going to lose 3-2, not 6-2.
Well, here's the problem.
Yes, he can't score run. And look at that line, Eric. Look at the line. 57 RBIs. No stolen bases. Only scored 60 runs and 57 RBIs. That is not scoring runs in Major League Baseball, Eric.
I get it. And here's the thing, and that's being platooned to a certain extent, right?
Well, if you get it, why aren't the Giants hiring you? Come on.
Because it has nothing to do with me. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't care about the home runs. I honestly don't. Yes, home runs are great, but there's more to baseball than just popping the ball over the fence. You got to be able to get that timely hit. If there's a guy on base, especially in running as a runner in scoring position, you got to be able to get a hit. You got to be able to get a hit. Period. Look, I wanted to have Mike Yastrzemski as a fourth outfielder, as a defensive replacement. I thought he fits that role perfectly. Come off the bench, get out there, prevent any damn runs being scored, if you can, with your defense out there in the outfield. But to sit there and say that this guy is going to be your starting right field is just ridiculous, especially after the last 3 seasons that we've had under this this organization. Granted, it's a new Pobo, but good gosh, man, come on, something. You got to do something more than catch a ball. Again, that's why I said he should be a fourth outfielder. That's perfect for him, and I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. The team, and granted, you can't do everything in one offseason. I get it.
That's the report.
No, they haven't. Okay, I'll tell you what. Here.
That's the report. Done deal.
Hold on. Maybe I'll pull up what Alex says, guys. Take it for what it's worth.
Bring it up.
God, I hate looking at that baseball reference, man. Alex Pavlovich, the Giants and Mike Yastrzemski agreed on a 1-year deal to avoid arbitration. This sets their outfield with Yaz in right, Jung-Hoo, Lee in center, Ramos in left.
That's just weak, Eric.
What's that mean? What does that mean? Well, if he says this sets your outfield with Yaz in right, Lee in center, Ramos in left. That tells me he's going to be your starting right fielder.
Yep.
Giants will look at free agents and trades, but Yaz fits well with his desire to be strong defensively and allows them to be patient with outfield prospects. He gets a nice bump. Their biggest remaining need is at shortstop, and they could use more pitching. If Pavlovich is saying this sets their outfield, that tells me he's starting in right field. Thank you, Morcana. That's what I'm trying to say. am I looking a little bit too much into the words? Maybe. But when you say this sets their outfield, there was no, well, he's an outfield. What do you want to say? What's a better way to say that?
He's a candidate for
he will be one of the Giants outfielders.
That's what it's saying, Eric.
Who knows who's going to DH?
Who will
Probably
be the
Wilmer.
DH?
Probably Wilmer.
Wilmer and Encarnacion. If Encarnacion even sticks around, man.
Probably Wilmer.
Hey, what's wrong with that, Eric? You got to give me something to cheer for, dude. If we're going to suck, give me one guy I can cheer for, okay? If we're going to take that, we're going down that road, give me one guy I can cheer for. I want to cheer for Will.
I don't see how this guy could be your starting right fielder. I can't.
I'm already thinking about April. Eric, we got to do the show in April. Give me a lot of long summer nights for you and I.
No, not for you. Not for me. No.
Eric's waving that flag. White flag. Tree coming out of the foxhole.
I'm telling you right now, damn Skippy. I'll be damned if I'm going to be watching the same stuff that I've been watching the last 3 years. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. Hell no.
Oh, they'll show up, Eddie, on opening day, but it's always game 2 that is a telling tale. Big opening day, 40,000. The next day they get 12.
And I tell you what, guys, yesterday's show, this is what I said. Yesterday's show, I said, is the silence good or bad? It's starting to lean.
Proof's in the pudding, Eric.
Starting to lean towards the bad. I don't know. Look, I'm not gonna say the sky is falling. I just do not like this. I don't like this. Just doesn't make any sense.
Stop making excuses, Eric. The sky is falling.
No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm not saying the sky is falling.
We're not winning. We're not winning.
What
How are we going to win with this lineup?
Because we don't know what the lineup is. We don't.
Come on. Well, I'm not. I'm
Listen,
no longer kidding myself.
Hey, listen to me.
If you guys want to keep thinking they're going to go out sign this guy and this guy, and oh my God, we're going to get better. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Ain't happening.
We got an hour and 15 minutes. An hour and 15 minutes until they decide what they do with Wade. If they sign Wade, throwing my hands up. Throwing my hands up. If they sign Wade, I'm sorry. I'm waving the white flag. I mean, seriously, I'm sitting here. I keep refreshing Twitter to see what's going on. If you guys see anything come across with Wade, let me know and we'll get right into it. Doval and Rogers, I'm not worried about those two. I'm not worried about Doval and Rogers because Doval you could still trade and they won't mind paying whatever you pay him arbitration wise. But if they sign Wade, I'm telling you, I'm losing it. I'm going to lose it. 100%. I'm losing it.
How did they sign Lamont Wade, Eric, till 2026? Come on.
I'm losing it, man. I'm telling you, if Wade is signed, I'm going to lose it.
Hey, Joe, do us a favor. You can protest the season, but don't protest the show. Come on. Keep coming. Don't give up. Don't give up on us. It's not our doing, Eric.
We're just fans. We're just fans like you. I'm telling you, man.
Eric's a little more. You got a little more. I don't know. You get at least Eric's like this guy's not falling.
Not yet.
No.
Look, if
I'm
they don't
like
sign
this.
Listen. If they don't sign Wade, then that's telling me maybe they're gonna do something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Tom, I agree wholeheartedly. 10 million. For a guy sitting on the bench, no, he's going to be your everyday guy. 10 million. And those I don't expect those numbers.
Exactly, Tom.
Up,
That's what I'm saying. 100%. You don't get someone $9.25 million for riding the bench, do you? Or do you? I don't know.
No. This cheap team? Come on, Eric.
Hold on. Here we go. Perfect. Here we go. Sega Boy. What's up, man? Says Giants are so ass.
Hit the like and subscribe if you're new to the show.
I love it. I love it. I love it, dude. That's pretty good because that's the feeling that I'm getting. You guys have, for those of you who have been watching Giant Sports Talk Live for these last few months, I have been nothing but trying to be positive, saying the Giants are going to do this, the Giants are going to do that. I'm the only dumb mother promoting Soto coming to San Francisco. I made 2 videos to hype it up, right? I'm the only one. I'm the one. I have been the voice of optimism for these last few months. But if I'm telling you, if they sign Wade, brother, I can only take so much. You can only take so much, man. Yeah. Then okay, this tells me something. Then the big move would have been the extension to Chapman, right?
Sad.
Come on.
Oh, texts are coming in. Is Buster Ball a gimmick, Eric? He hasn't shown me anything yet. And what he has shown me, I'm not liking it. Are you guys in on Buster Ball?
Well, we can't say that yet, honestly. What is up, Robert? Good to see you, man.
I can say it. What did I say? What did I say? I said he hasn't shown me anything. And what he has shown, I don't like it.
It's not done yet. It's not done yet.
Eric, we're done.
It's still being put together. Tom, is anyone happy? I have not heard one happy person talking about the Wade signing.
No. Joe and I have given up. Come on.
Sega Boy, I don't think the Giants are going to sign any big names, and it's going to be a rebuild. If that's the case, it's going to be a long time for that rebuild. A long time. Hey, we've already waited 6 years under Farhan. Get ready to wait another 6 years plus. I'm telling you. Right
Thanks,
on,
Robert.
Robert. Hey, dude, I appreciate the support. Right on, man. I hope you're doing well. Continually spending money on mediocre players. Yes, Polly boy.
Yeah, Eric and I talked about it on the show last night. If you were with us, we talked about the money that they do spend. What did I say to you, Eric? I said mismanagement of their funds. They're spending money like that. 10 million, Eric. 10 million.
Yep.
Might as well. Here. Burn it.
I'm agreeing with you. Got Matthew saying, Glenn, I agree. So far, all I've seen Buster do is overpay for Yaz and Chapman. Both of these are bad moves, in my opinion. Too much money on two players who aren't valuable for what they get paid.
See, Matthew knows what he's talking about. See, Matthew must know ball. See?
What's up, Matthew?
Thanks, Matt.
Good to see you, man.
Hit the like and subscribe. Join us. We're on again tonight at 8 o'clock.
This team is losing 100 games. Spencer, look at this, man. There's a common denominator, Glenn. A lot of people are thinking that the San Francisco Giants are ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Eric says there's still potential, but I don't see it.
There is. If they a trade? A trade? What if they get a trade?
I can't see anybody trading again. I don't hate to be the Debbie Downer in this, Eric, but
you know what sucks, man?
Nobody's lining up to pick up our second fiddle players, Eric. Nobody's lining up going,
well,
a phone. Major League Baseball update. The phones are ringing at Oracle Park. Everybody's wanting to work out a deal for this guy and this guy. It ain't happening. We don't have the tools, Eric. Well, we have a few tools, but we don't have the pieces to trade, Eric. And what we do trade, come on. Guys are throwing out names in the chat the last 2 or 3 shows, and we're not going to land a big fish for these names, Eric.
The only thing,
Rogers and Lamont.
No. The only people who have value is Webb, as far as the 26 man. Let's talk about 26 man.
Yes.
Webb, Doval, Ryan Walker, right?
And trade Duvall. Because every time I say trade Webb, what do I get met with?
Hold on.
The firing squad.
Hold on. Webb, Doval. I mean, and bullpen pieces. You could, but why would you do that? I don't know. As far as prospects, Harrison, Luciano, Matos, but it doesn't sound like they're going to trade those guys because what Pavlovich
which means we have no one to trade.
Which Pavlovich has said the reason why, one of the reasons why that Yaz may have been signed is to be that bridge to the young outfield prospects.
Right on, senior. I like it. Relax.
Yeah,
we got Webb. He'll eat some innings. He'll get us some big wins. I don't think so.
And he's a piece. If you're gonna actually put together a roster that is gonna compete, Webb is fantastic. But forget about it. It ain't happening.
I feel like John Travolta and tell him 1, 2, 3, Eric.
Senior,
I don't think
you this question.
I don't think so.
Senior, let me ask you this question. From what you've seen, what Posey has done so far, do you see him actually trading Logan Webb?
No, because he's his buddy, Eric.
It's not about being buddy. It's not buddy stuff. It's not the buddy stuff. It's you know what it is? It's fitting what he wants. It's value. Because Webb is good. Look, Webb is good. No one's going to deny that Webb is good. So why? Why would you trade
yourself, Eric?
For what?
I think he's got a little bit of Farhan. He's like, hey, I'm going to meet with, if I trade Webb, I'm going to meet with pressure. I don't think he will.
He's not going to trade Webb, 100%.
He's not.
Will not. And I don't think it has to do with that per se.
Oh, I do.
No way. If they trade Ramos, wow, dude. That would be, I don't see that, but if they
wouldn't trade Ramos,
then that means that, you know what that means? That means
same crap.
Trade Jung-Hoo Lee, trade all these freaking guys. I don't see that one. Yeah, if Buster trades Webb, he concedes the season.
I think they're already conceding. What if we did?
Because he's fitting the narrative. What did Buster Posey say from the very beginning? He's not lying.
We haven't added. We haven't gotten better, Eric, and we lost arguably our best pitcher. So, come on. We have gone back. We've taken a step backwards this offseason.
What did Buster Posey say from the very beginning? Pitching and defense. So he's not going to trade Webb, and he's going to sign quote-unquote defensive-minded players. That's why you're probably going to see Ha-Seong Kim at shortstop.
So pitching and defense is what we're building on, Eric.
Yep, correct.
So technically, as of today, November 22nd, we're worse right now than we were last season. Because we lost our best pitcher and we haven't added anything.
We're not done yet.
What have we added? We haven't added anything.
We still haven't. All the top pitchers are still out there.
But we haven't added anything. And we've already lost Snell. Are we going to re-sign Snell, Eric?
We might. We might.
But as of today, we are worse than we were last year.
Nobody has signed pitchers yet, though. No one has signed. This is all arbitration shit.
Are you listening to me? We're worse today, right now, than we were last year.
You can't base the team on today.
I'm basing it right now, right
here. Because this is not how the team's going to be when the team gets to spring training.
I'm not talking about spring training. Spring training doesn't start on Friday, November 22nd. I said today. We're worse today than we were last season.
November 22nd means absolutely nothing in the baseball world. We could look like absolute dog shit today. It means nothing because in a couple of weeks, we could be looking like freaking smelling like roses. It's possible. You got to wait until the offseason's done, and then we could go, you know what? This team's going to suck. Right now, yes, it sucks because they went and signed a guy that we didn't like. I get it. I understand that. But we got to wait until everything is absolutely done.
Well, I'm not buying into their bullshit, Eric.
And that's fine.
I'm not buying into that. I don't think there'll be any big. I don't think I'll be doing a show in the new year going, Eric, we got a lot to look forward to. I don't think so.
Right. Paul, right. It's not December yet. The team isn't done yet. We haven't put together the team. Not yet. But I'll tell you what, I'm still going to lose my shit if they sign Wade. I'm going to lose my shit if they sign Wade.
Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something?
It would not be something.
Wouldn't that? Then you're going to start siding with me, Eric, going, well, maybe it is going to be a down year. Another.
Well, you still got the pitching. I mean, that's going to do something. But you got to remember, 2025, does it? I mean, I don't know. Because you got to remember, Bryce Eldridge is the first baseman of the future, correct? So you don't want to block him. Are we going to be here till 5? I was thinking about it. Giants report, I'm seriously thinking about going until 5. Because I want to know if Wade gets tendered a contract. It should be any minute, right? I'm surprised it hasn't already come already, to be honest with you. If they've already announced Yaz, I don't know why they haven't announced Wade yet. Oh, what's this? Toronto Blue Jays have non-tendered closer Jordan Romano. He's going to be a free agent. Wow. Wow. Yeah, don't be surprised. That's not help. Anonymous. That's not helping. Did you hear what the Blue Jays just did, Glenn?
Yeah.
They non-tendered Romano. So you know what that means? Who is their closer? Who is the Blue Jays closer?
That's a good question. Let me think.
Who is their closer? Who is the Blue Jays closer? Anyone? Marquette, nah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I thought it was Romano. That's who was supposed to be their closer. I know he was hurt last year.
Yeah, he was hurt. I'm thinking.
Wow. So, okay. There's a trade possibility there, guys.
Yeah, he had a lot of injuries last year.
I'm thinking of something, but it ain't going to happen. I'm thinking of something. I'm thinking. Oh, I'm thinking, baby.
Come on,
I'm
man.
thinking. Oh.
You know, said have sending somebody to Toronto who might need an attitude adjustment.
Oh, no, a lot. No.
You want to deal Duvall
amongst others
and Wade and throw in Wilmer?
Hey, throw in whatever you got to throw in. I know. Come on, man. Giants have a closer. Giants have a young, controllable, young starter. That I'm telling you, I think the better place might be to go if you want major league talent is going to get with Toronto. Oh boy. We'll see.
Well, there's a situation. You know, the Giants fans, the clan, always want the Giants to sign the local boy. Mm-hmm. Jordan Romano's from Markham, just outside Toronto, Eric. So they're letting the local boy go bye-bye.
How about this? Hey, what do the Blue Jays need?
They're like us. What do they need?
Okay.
Pitching.
Okay.
Pitching.
Okay.
Pitching.
Oh, so how about Duvall?
Webb and Duvall.
How about this? Duvall, Harrison, because he's young and controllable.
Oh, yikes. I'm not.
Who cares? We're sending them to Toronto. Toronto may want that. I'm telling you. You send Harrison, Duvall. Who else do you want to send? You want to send Roop? Want to send Beck? Want to send Wynn? Want to send Black? Some of those guys got some potential. And guess what? Some of those guys got controllability, guys.
I don't think they're trading Vladdy Guerrero for potential. I think they're trading Vladdy Guerrero. If they even trade him, they're back negotiating again, Eric.
I don't believe it.
He's going to make, what did they say today? $340 million if he signs.
We'll see. I don't think they sign that and try to get Soto. I don't think they're in on Soto, to be honest with you. For some reason, I just don't see it. Come on. There's some guys out there. The Giants could, hey, maybe are they working? Hey, we've been hearing, what was touted? Okay, let's talk about this. Let's go back in time a little bit, guys. When Zach Manasian was signed as the Giants general manager, what was he touted for doing? What was everyone talking about why he was so good? He was a part of some big trades that went down in Milwaukee, right? Some big trades he was a part of when he was with Milwaukee.
Maybe Steve Paris becomes the new closer in Toronto.
Who the hell is he? See, they need a closer then.
They just picked him up from Cincinnati, right-hander.
Here we go. Zach Manasian is supposed to be the guy who knows how to do trades. He was part of all these big trades that happened in Milwaukee. But for some reason, his time that he's been with the Giants, where has exactly has his work been highlighted since he's been with the Giants? I hear of all these accolades when he was in Milwaukee, but I haven't heard a whole lot of it of when he's been with San Francisco. Just saying. But anyways, when they hired him, what I mean by hired him, when the Giants promoted him to general manager, all the talk was, oh, this guy was part of trades. This guy he can wheel and deal. Let's get it done. So let's find out. Let's find out. Is it just talk, or is something going to get done? Going to be interesting. Again, I'm not looking forward to seeing that Wade. What do we got here? Royals to acquire Joey Weimer from the Reds. Whoever that is.
Oh,
let me Just more to come. No news on that. All right. Talking about Jordan Romano. Nick Madrigal has been non-tendered by the Cubs. The former 4th pick in the draft is a free agent. He's had an injury-plagued career, especially the last few seasons. Nick Madrigal. I think, if I'm not mistaken, product of Elk Grove, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Where's that, Eric?
Right near me. Just north of me.
I had the wrong Elk Grove on my map last night.
Which Elk Grove were you looking at?
Elk Grove in Los Angeles.
Yeah, wrong one. What's up, Yankees?
I keep scouring. I'm
Gosh, you know what? I'm just kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop. Blue Jays won't accept any deal without Eldridge. Isaac, here we go, guys. I really haven't gone on this, but I don't think it's going to take Eldridge. And Isaac, and the reason why I say that, the guy is getting ready to be a free agent next year. Usually it doesn't cost as much for a player if he only has 1 year left on a contract. I don't know if Eldridge, that might be too much.
Hang on, I'll be right back. The fighter jets are flying by.
Fair enough. Oh my gosh. No, it's all good, Joe, man. That's what we're here
Holy
for.
crap.
I'm sorry, dude.
A lot of military activity here, Eric.
I'm going to tell you something right now, Joe. This is a place for you to come and just, hey, if you let it out, man, let it out. Don't, if you need to bitch, come and bitch. We don't care.
Yeah, Anonymous. I said last night, Elk Grove in southern LA. I was confusing it with Garden Grove, California.
Garden Grove. That's Anaheim.
That's where Mike Schooler used to be a pitcher. Yeah.
Garden Grove is Disneyland area.
Yep.
But yeah, I get you, Joe. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good, man. You're welcome here.
Yeah, Anonymous. The Canadian fighter jets. I think there were some from Finland and Sweden. It's just a beehive of activity. A lot of fighter jets around today, Eric. What's going on in the world?
A lot.
Jesus.
Paul, World War III is craziness out
like
there.
2 a week. Now I'm seeing about 12 a day here.
Boy, there is the world is a
hotbed.
How about that? It's in flux. Is that a good word? I see the Giants making big moves. The Yankees.
I was just looking at that one, Eric.
He's trolling us, man. I get where you're going, Yankees. You don't look at his avatar, man. He's trolling us.
Yeah, Garden Grove.
What's up, Vita? Why? You answer the question, man. I don't know. You answer the question. I don't get it. I don't get it. Where are we at here? No new news. No news.
What else we got here?
What is up, Justin? The Giants will not make any moves. Well, hold on. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. Hit the bunker if you see Bomber.
Well, they're so close to my balcony. I sometimes have to. I duck down here. I told Eric we were doing a show a couple of weeks ago. They were so loud that they were so, I don't know what they kind of, what is that, Eric? You know more about the military stuff than I do. It was super, they took off, flew right by here, and people's alarms were going off, the car alarms.
Yeah.
And my windows were shaking.
That happens.
They were getting out of here in a hurry.
That happens.
Yep. They're
no
keeping
news
an eye
is
on our
good news,
sovereignty,
Eric. Paul.
Russians want Northern Canada.
Paul? So did I. So did I, Paul. Man, I don't know. It's coming apart now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah, buzzing. Yeah. Negative Ghost Rider. The pattern is full.
Yeah. Once again, I want to thank everybody who's not only on our YouTube channel, but a lot of guys, Eric. We got close to around 40 over on the X, Twitter.
Right on. Cool. Appreciate it.
Spreading the love. How about that?
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
So, what do you think now? We had time to process a little bit. We just jumped on when we heard the news. Are you processing this at all, Eric?
What am I going to? I don't know. They said the outfield is set. I mean, I should say they. Alex said that the outfield is set. Take it forward. I don't know. Again, works for NBC Sports Bay Area. It's paid by the Giants. I'm sure he's got some type of info. Fourth place is the new first place.
Tom, that leaves me questioning where will we spend some money?
We'll find out.
Where?
Don't know. Starting pitching. All right. That's what Posey has said. Pitching and defense.
Told you, Eric. Do not kid yourself. Just down the street next year, competing all summer long. It's going to be that new WNBA team that are sold out one day. A lot of buzz about it. When you're playing a Monday night game against the Colorado Rockies, Eric, everybody and their dog are down there at Chase Center. How are you going to compete?
Yep,
They're going to have summertime competition, Eric. They haven't had it. Oakland A's were not a competition. Mind you, the Oakland A's, when we're at home, are playing on the road anyway. So no. Now they've got direct competition for game day tickets, Eric. You'd think they would be smart enough to know that this time is now. The time is now.
Verlis Ginn, what's up? Haven't seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the fraternity. That we
I don't know if he's laying eggs. He's keep checking the nest, and there's no eggs in there, Eric. Nothing. It's bupkis. Not much going on.
Not yet. Nothing's going on.
Bobby Evans needs to be fired already.
No, he's only an advisor. He's only an advisor. Posey still has to make the decision.
The sarcasm is coming in pretty thick. You know what? It's funny that he makes this comment. Does Paul actually go to any games over Chase? He says, on the bright side, at least a Coke should be affordable. Do you know, Eric, that if you bring your own cup to the basketball games at Chase Center, you can get a free sodas? You don't have to pay for your soda. You don't do that at Oracle Park either when I'm paying about $6 for a Pepsi. I mean, they only have Coke, I believe. Yeah, you can get you don't even, not free refills, guys. Free soda. All you do is you go up with your cup and say, I'm driving home. Oh, it's free.
All right, guys. We are about 45 minutes away until the deadline is finito. Let's see what happens. Kind of just hanging out here, guys. Talks amongst yourselves. Oh, man. Look, if they said we signed him and he's going to be fourth outfielder, whatever, that makes sense. The tender deadline for all your arbitration guys, the deadline is at 5 p.m. Pacific.
What's in Chase Center in July? The competition of the San Francisco Giants weeknights. That's what's at Chase Center. I still can't believe they sold out in like 2 hours. But I got my tickets, Eric. You notice I got my WNBA tickets, Eric, and I was able to weasel my way in that 2-hour window, but I didn't renew my Giants tickets. Am I a lone wolf? Am I a lone wolf?
Maybe. Anonymous says wrong.
There was no 2-hour window to buy your Giants tickets. No mad dash to the window, Eric. Only on bobblehead day. Get your Yaz bobbleheads. Yeah. You know what it's going to be like when Caitlin Clark and Aja Wilson come to town, Eric?
Not my cup of tea, or I should say coffee.
The Giants, Eric, it's an epic failure.
All right, Paul, have a good one, man. We'll see you tonight. Hey, be careful out there.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, this rain ain't stopping. We got flood advisories around here.
Yeah, low-lying areas becoming pretty tough driving, too. Watch yourself.
Don't try to, if you see some flooding, don't try to get through it. Come on, just be smart about it.
Oh, there'll be you know what? I guarantee you now. Big signing. Going to have a opening month. There'll be a Yaz bobblehead.
YouTube account says Caitlin Carter is more exciting than the San Francisco Giants.
Damn right. The WNBA is more exciting than the San Francisco Giants, Eric. You just
not
wait.
done yet. It's not done yet.
Let's
wait. Let's just keep that hope.
And a lot of naysayers. A lot of naysayers. They say, oh, my God, it won't draw. They're sold out. Sold out. WNBA, new team. They don't even have a player. They haven't had the draft yet, Eric. They got no players to market, but they're sold out.
Wow.
We've got players and can't sell tickets. Just saying. Come on. Just saying. What's the rationale, Eric? What's it going to be like on a Monday night when there's usually 14,000 over at Oracle Park? And that's without any competition.
Yeah, we'll see.
And that's with $5 tickets. They're going to be begging you to go, Eric.
We shall see.
I think they were begging last year. There was a little bit of begging last year, Eric. And if you were just a very casual fan, like you remember the Sunday game, you and I showed up at the ballpark and we looked around. The big crowd, Eric. Bobblehead day.
Crowd.
Bobblehead day.
And it was freaking Labor Day weekend.
No bobblehead, no crowd.
And even if it wasn't a bobblehead, it might have been as packed, but it was Labor Day weekend, so people wanted to go do stuff. And it was a beautiful weekend, by the way.
And here's my shout out, guys, to the staff over at the San Francisco Giants office. When you're putting together all your marketing plans for 2025, let's be a little creative. I do not need another Hawaiian shirt. My God, every freaking year. Synthetic $1.99 giveaway. Eric, Hawaiian shirt. You want an Aloha shirt? Be at the Friday game. I don't want one. Oh my God. And it comes in the cello bag, made in China that they got for probably 49 cents a shirt on giveaway day. Come on in. And we've upped the price. It's $25 for your giveaway. Come on in. This team is trying to make money every which way, but on the field, Eric. Bobbleheads. Guys going with wheelbarrows full of Yastrzemski bobbleheads.
Because they want to sell them, man.
That's smart, but how many people are lining up to buy those on the old eBay? The warehouse full of Yaz bobbleheads. Thanks, Tom. Just telling it like it is today.
Vlad trade value is 9 points. What does that mean, Casey? Can you elaborate? Really? Are you talking about the trade value? Are you looking at the trade value? Well, what is the hell is that called? That website? You got to pay for it, though. Hell with that. Vlad's trade value is 9. See, I don't have that. I don't pay because you used to be able to do that MLB trade values, but you got to pay for all that crap now.
Oh, you do?
I think so.
Like everything else. Can't even read a news article anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Lets me read it for 5 seconds to get to the juicy stuff and then the big pop-up.
I'm almost positive unless they change it. I bet you you got to pay. Baseball trade values. I already know it, man. Let's see. Subscribe to our trade.
Eric,
site.
hold on. Unless I am misreading this,
Let me see if this one-
2025 arbitration. Lamont Wade Jr. signed a 1-year, $4,300,000 contract with the Giants, guaranteed an average annual salary, same amount. In 2025, Wade Jr. will earn a base salary. I'm getting information here saying that he has signed a 1-year, $4,300,000 contract. What's that about?
Not seeing it. I don't know where you're seeing this at. What is it though? Who is that?
Can you read that? Am I miss? It says 2025.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Where are you seeing that at? I'm not seeing anything coming on anything from Pavlovich.
Just San Francisco. I found this website, San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, you can't do the trade values. Yeah, I saw that deal actually went through. Brady Singer for Jonathan India went through. What's up, Daniel?
So for what it's worth, that's what I'm finding, Eric. Lamont Wade will play for the Giants next year. $4,300,000.
What website is that?
Spot Track. SPOTRAC.
Spot Track. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But isn't that an estimate?
Is that an estimate platform?
I think so.
Well, if it's not, it says he has signed a 1-year deal. Then that's false advertising, man. Fake news. But that's what I got. 2025 1-year deal, $4,300,000.
I haven't seen it come across at all.
Let's see if that's okay. If there is validity, or that happens, Eric. So they signed Lamont Wade Jr. What'll you be thinking on the heels of a big $10 million deal with Yastrzemski? What's Eric thinking at that point?
Let's see what we got here. Current arbitration. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's all about. I'm looking right at it too.
Yeah. So that's what we're seeing, guys, is that Lamont Wade Jr.'s back.
Still waiting for it to break. I don't know if there's any truth behind it. Giants signed John Soto.
AC says Carson Whisenhunt for Vladdy Guerrero. That's not getting it done, Eric.
How about Harrison? Because he's looking at those market trade values.
Vladdy Guerrero is going to get a king's ransom if he's dealt.
No, he's not. He's only got 1 year control. He won't get a king's ransom. Nope.
Then the Blue Jays are going to get a king. Then they're going to hold on to him. They trade him at the deadline. They're going to get the ransom. They're not letting him. They're not giving him away.
Vlad's not going to cost a ton. He won't. He'll cost, but it's not going to be a ton.
Ton more than you think.
Trade deadline, you'll probably get more. Because then he can go wherever he wants to win a winning.
Thinks he'll cost a ton too.
It's not going to happen. It won't cost a ton. Don't get me wrong. It's going to cost some, but it's not going to be as big as you think it's going to be. If the Blue Jays decide to trade him. Mark. Yeah. Glenn talked about that earlier.
So what do you think, Eric? If it's true. So if we close out today and you go, yep. Again, Glenn, off the top of your head, tell me one guy the Padres got for Soto. Well, they got Eric. They got the catcher. They got all young players who are studs.
Who did they?
They got the
No,
catcher.
I think you're. Who did
I'm not
they
a
get?
Padre.
To be honest
I'm
with
not a Padre fan, so it's tough to just whip names off the top of my head. They got the catcher.
Honestly,
the everyday catcher.
I don't think the Padres got much from the Yankees. I know the Nationals got a shit ton from the Padres. Oh, there you go. I see that one. Yep.
Michael King, Drew Thorpe,
Yeah.
Johnny Brito, Randy Vasquez, and Kyle Higgish. I can never say his name right.
Yeah. So it wasn't much, was it?
You don't think
Michael
so?
King is
Higgy's
good.
an everyday. King is an
Yes, he's good.
pitcher in the lineup.
So are you saying that Vlad couldn't be gotten for less? I think so. That's a one-year
For
deal, by
less?
the way. Yeah. If that's what you got for Soto, there's no way Vlad's going to get more than what Soto gave you.
Yeah, Michael King was a solid piece, and I like the catcher. See, they made that deal. I think they got a hell of a better catcher, Eric, than we've got. Again, pitching and defense. Where's our hitting coming from as we see it now, Eric?
It's you look. I'm
looking,
okay
and I ain't seeing.
I'm okay with having a defensive catcher if he has a somewhat
And a defensive third baseman, and a defensive shortstop, and a defensive right fielder, and a defensive center fielder,
The Giants,
and nobody at first base.
The Giants could get Vlad, but the key is going to be other teams may be wanting to try to get Vlad as well.
I looked that up, Anonymous. I had to look that up. I knew the catcher and I knew Michael King, but I didn't know those other names. I'm not a. Why does everybody think I'm so knowledgeable about Padres and Dodgers?
The point he's making is it's not going to cost. It's not going to cost a ton to get Vlad. That's the point he's trying to make. That's what he's trying to say. Harrison Luciano Matos is a heck of a start for a one-year deal for Vlad.
See it again. Kim's not a big hitter, Eric.
Nope. Defense. That's the problem. And I don't know what the Giants are going to try to do here, honestly. That's the whole point. I think the Giants could get Vlad, but it's all dependent on the Blue Jays. That's going to be the point. Yeah, Kim won a Gold Glove last year. Yeah, in 23. Yep. So his defense. Oh boy! Wait until they announce that one. Oh, people are going to lose their ever-loving mind. Probably to me too. Could you imagine that? Ha-Seong Kim. It gets announced tomorrow. Oh, man. You want to talk about the San Francisco Giant fandom absolutely losing their minds? Woo! Oh, my God. It's going to be insane. All right, we got about 30 minutes, guys, until they decide about on these arbitration contracts. Phew. Can we sign Kim for a couple of cartons of smokes? Oh, man. No, I know.
I'm working the web.
Right,
pretty quiet on here on the World Wide Web, man. Brady Singer goes to the Reds for Jonathan India. I think somebody mentioned that in the chat. What do you think of that deal? There's going to be deals. I think today sets things up. What do you think, guys? I think today will set things up. I think you're going to see some moves over the next little while. This is when we start seeing things happen. Skubal with the Cy Young Award in the American League. No surprise there. Jesus. our lineup. So no award winners. Don't tell me about gold gloves or anything like that. We got no real award winners on this ball club. Eric seems to be content to sit back and say, hey, we're not lost in the forest yet, but we're surrounded by a lot of trees, guys. It's got me a little bit concerned about what we're going to have on the field come spring training. Opening day. What do you think the opening day roster is going to be, guys? With what the track record has been, the fact that it's been deadly silent, Eric thinks there still can be a splash. I've seen no indication. And if Ha-Sung Kim is your splash, geez, I am so disappointed. I know you always seem to come in on my line of thinking. Same lineup plus Kim. Horrible. Yeah. 4 million, not 9. Good Lord. Spending money. Hey, let's bring Yaz for 10. Come on. Come on down. The price is right. I don't think so. This ain't no game show.
You know, we want to see the Giants spend money, but it's, again, over the last few years, it's about who they're spending the money on. That's the issue.
There you go. We're going to have 6 230 hitters in the lineup, and that's when they're not struggling.
That's when how long I've been saying that?
Come on. No more excuses. Come on, Eric. What you see is what you get. Come on.
Let's see what happens.
Big turnout for this impromptu show. Thanks, guys.
We'll see what happens. I don't like it. I don't like it because I thought you could do better as far as right field. Heck, I would have rather seen Matos out there and just take right field rather than tendering a contract to Yastrzemski. You just
take a look at this, Eric. What do we got here? I saw a nice clip that may be true. Giants have the worst ownership in baseball.
We don't know yet. We might. Well, talk to me after the offseason's over.
See, guys, you were away. Were you warming up the coffee, by the way?
No.
No. Okay. Eric stepped aside, and what did I say, guys? Eric still thinks, even though we're surrounded by all those trees, we're not lost in the forest. And I'm like, a lot of redwoods. I can't find my way home.
It's getting a little dark, but it's not.
It's getting dark at noon way out here. I'm telling you.
It's getting a little dark.
Eric, I've given up. Hey, prove me wrong, Eric. Prove me wrong. Let's have a big off season. Prove me wrong. They have shown me, dude. What's the old fool me? Fool me once, all right. Fool me twice.
What if next week they
tried to fool us six years in a row, Eric?
What if they announce in a week or two that they sign Blake Snell and Corbin Burns? How you feeling?
I'm not. I told you I've never been a Burns. Snell be all right. But where's our hitting? Eric? We got the same lineup.
I know.
Snell, great signing. But he comes out 1.2 a week. He's in there once a week, Eric.
They're going to scratch across some runs.
Scratch. This team, I'm sick and tired of scratching. You know what else, Eric? They're going to try to scratch and claw to get people to buy tickets is what's going to happen.
Yeah. Honestly, if you want to try to make some excitement in a ballpark for the fans, Snell and Burns are not going to do it. They're great pitchers. Don't get me wrong, but it's not going to
this is going to sound funny coming from me, Eric. You don't mind if I step out for about a minute and a half? I got to warm up my coffee.
Hey, well, there you go, man. Go for it.
First time. I'm off the Pepsi this afternoon.
Hey, there you go. Runners in scoring position is still going to be a huge problem. Yes, Alive. Correct. You are correct, sir. Unless they make some other moves. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't like the way it's starting off, to be honest with you. I wasn't happy with the Chapman deal, with the extension, because I thought it was going to lead to something. I thought it was going to lead to something bigger and better, but I don't know if that's still the case. We're going to find out. I don't like signing Yaz to 9+ million. It's just me. Yeah, it's looking pretty dim about DeSoto. Looking pretty damn dim. Too many Punch and Judy hitters, says Alive. Yeah, I'll be happy with some damn. I would be happy with that. We don't even have that. Yeah, we're going to still go live tonight at 8 o'clock, Fosse.
I'll be honest.
They can. Yes, William. They still can be traded. But who is going to trade for that? Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Is there a value for Yaz at 9.2? I don't know, man. And from what Alex is saying, again, take it for what it's worth from Alex Pavlovich, the outfield is set. Don't know. Don't know.
Right on, Alive. Seems to be the consensus, Eric. But as always, with no matter what topic you and I cover on a show, there's guys in the chat saying, "Don't panic."
Yeah,
they're on your. They're taking your side.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Because it's not a done deal. There's still things happening. So once all those things are done happening, then it's time to start raising some hell.
Oh, you're keeping it hidden. I like the shirt you got on there today.
Oh yeah. The camera never shows when I'm wearing these
stars. I've got the lone gunman going today.
A lone gunman. Who else besides Yaz is Chapman recruiting for this?
It's a damn good question, isn't it?
Tom, I love it, man. That's good. I like that. Come on, man. What is going on? There is absolutely nothing going on. Haven't heard a damn thing.
As usual.
From about Yaz. I figured they'd come about the same time. Maybe they're hammering out the final details.
Oh, Jesus. Touch on what you said a little while ago, Eric. I don't think signing pitchers is the big splash, at least not to the fan base and the knowledgeable fans, Eric. They want to see, like me, I want to see a bat. I need to see some runs, Eric. I'm tired of going to a Sunday afternoon game, listening to KNBR up in my perch up there in the third deck, and them saying, it's going to the bottom of the ninth, and the Giants' 3-hit day. Like, it is consistent. That is one of the consistencies with this club, Eric. Take a look. Stats don't lie.
There's a lot of games.
You call it scratching and clawing for runs? Most days they're scratching and clawing to get a base hit, Eric. Concerns me.
There was a lot of games that I was watching that, into the 6th inning, the Giants weren't doing nothing. And then in the last 3 innings, all of a sudden, they get the hits and they were able to pull one out. With better pitching, do you win more of those games? Yeah, you do win some more. But again, you're throwing out a lineup that isn't exactly
good.
Yeah, why not? You want to use that word? That's fine.
Isn't exactly good. World beaters. The only exciting times I can remember last year, Eric.
I'm going to have to make a new movie.
Guys, how many exciting moments do you remember last year on the calendar? I remember the Friday night game. We had the big walkout against Detroit. And lo and behold, Eric, Wilmer. Bases loaded walk. They walked it off. The only two memorable nights. You at least get a dozen, Eric. You get a 10 or 12 games where it's like the place is going crazy. You walk it off with a slam. Or there was none of that last year, Eric. There were more people leaving Oracle Park in the 7th inning of games last year because they had their fries, wanted to beat the traffic. The place looked empty. You must have seen that on television.
Yeah. All right, what do you got in here? I'm just
some of those Monday night games, Eric. There was nobody in the crowd to begin with, and then by the 8th inning, geez, there were more seagulls hovering around than there were fans in the seats.
I'm just taking a look at something here,
and you look up, and all you see is bird droppings. The seagulls rolling in the 7th and 8th innings. You may see a lot of crap this year too, Eric.
Yep.
Eric, I don't know. I'm not going to rain on your parade today, even though it's a dismal, gloomy.
Oh, it's raining
Friday.
already, man. Already raining. I'm just fixing up some stuff for tonight.
I know you're excited. You think they could still pull something off. I'm not.
I'm not excited. I'm just waiting
on the
seeing.
bus. You got a little hope.
Waiting and seeing. That's what I'm doing.
You're more like the Dusty Springfield crowd, wishing and hoping.
Hey, that's all you can do, right?
And thinking and praying.
All you can do right now, man. There is nothing else that can be done. All right, there we go. So that's updated. It's SF. It's tough. It makes it when news like this comes out. It's pretty damn tough. Because it's just what the problem is everyone's got. Let's just call it Farhan PTSD.
Yeah,
because we're starting to see the similar stuff, right?
Yep,
similar stuff, and we've seen enough of the similar stuff. What's up, Marcus? Good to see you, man. I know you were away. I saw you were sending out some tweets, Marcus. Looks like I think you were back east in New York, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, Marcus, I agree. I said that last night. I don't know if you were here last night. I made the argument. Yaz would be a fantastic fourth outfielder / defensive replacement. If you signed him to a 2-year deal at $6 million a piece, I would have been fine with that. But when you're signing him to a $9.2 million and you're saying that the outfield is set, I don't like that, man. I don't like that. Yes, Yaz is a fantastic fourth outfielder. That, I think, is his sweet spot, so to speak. But not an everyday damn player. And you got to remember, last year he was a platoon player. So those numbers were coming against righties, which he's supposed to hit better against. What's it going to be like this year if he's seen a lot more at bats? Who knows?
Checking out the web. It is so quiet out there, Eric. It is so quiet.
Yeah, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
When 48 hours brings you Yastrzemski in and Alyssa Nakin out, and that's your excitement. That's the news.
It's what it looks like, Red. It looks like it's going to be Yaz in right field. Unless it changes. Unless they trade, but I don't know, man. Can I ask you this? Is anyone out there in the chat, do you guys honestly think that the Giants will trade Yaz? Or do you think the Giants are sticking with him? Pavlovich says the outfield is set. That's his words. Again, like I said, take it for what it's worth. But do you think that the Giants will actually trade Yastrzemski after signing this arbitration deal? Or I should say not arbitration, but this 1-year deal to avoid arbitration?
I like your question, Eric. I like the question you're posing them. But my response to that is you pigeonhole yourself. All of a sudden, you've signed him to a 10-year. Who's going to trade for the $10 million right fielder, Eric?
Here we go. He wants to know who said
again. They backed themselves into a corner. You got a guy at almost $10 million, Eric. Do you think people are lining up to trade for the $10 million right fielder that people in our fan base are up in arms about? I don't see it. Who's coming in? Who's trading, guys? I don't think the question is, who's trading for the $10 million Yastrzemski?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you, man.
And Pavlovich already said, look at that last line. The outfield's set. The outfield is set. So I guess we're not trading them. I don't think they can trade a $10 million Yastrzemski now. They are in such a mess. This team's a mess.
It's true. You're right, Mark. We're just going by what Pavlovich is saying. That's it. That's all we have, guys. I keep saying it. Take it for what it's worth. But there you go, Marcus. This sets their outfield with Yaz in right, Jung-Hoo Lee in center, and Elliot Ramos in left. That's where I'm getting it from, Marcus.
On a comedic note, maybe it was Yaz, the one texting Chapman. Sign me to 6 years. I'll make sure he comes back. Yeah, I don't think.
He's worth $10 million as an everyday right fielder, Marcus. Batted 239. No,
and that's a sad state of baseball, isn't it?
Last year he batted 231. Wow. I think he had 18 home runs. His OPS plus was 110, so it was above league average. Hey, it's up. Hey, if that's what you want, man, to me, I think they could have moved on. Just saying.
You know, Giants report.
I would have much rather have seen
there.
Would have much rather seen if that was. I would have much rather have seen Matos.
May have something there, Giants, because there's going to be a lot of news coming out tonight for our 8 o'clock show. But right now, it's crickets out there.
He sucked against right-handed pitchers last year. He batted. That's what he was last year, right? Platoon player. Batted 231. The guy didn't even get above 200 until we got into freaking June or July.
Huh? Okay. Okay. There's the people out there saying pitching and defense, pitching and defense. All right, we'll see what pitching and defense gets us.
Glenn, that's what Buster said.
I know. Pitching and defense, Eric. Let's see what that gets us.
That's what Buster said. He's not lying. What was his splits? I could look at his splits. Hold on.
I am pissed. Come on. God. I might have to put something in the Pepsi to get me through the show tonight, Eric.
I know. Splits.
I'm disappointed.
What was his splits?
Daniel thinks there's going to be a lot of these emergency shows. We're just going to show up with all the news that is news, the exciting news from Giants Nation. I don't think so. That is my quote for today, guys. Just drop it in anywhere. I don't think so.
Oh, okay, here we go.
What?
Here we go. You want to look at Yaz splits?
Well, this should be interesting.
Against right-handed pitching, had 131 games last year. Batted a 232 with a 296 on-base percentage. Had an OPS plus of 110. Against left-handed pitching, he batted 229 with a 326. He actually walked more against lefties than he did against righties. And had an OPS plus of 89, which is below average.
Versus righties and lefties, Eric, look at the batting average. He's consistently bad.
It's bad. That sucks, man.
But it's worth $10 million, Eric, in today's baseball.
That sucks, man. I don't like that.
God, I should have worked harder at T-ball, man. I should have traded in the hockey stick for a bat and glove, man.
Yeah, bad. Come on, batting average is still a thing, man. It is. Come on. Okay. Look at his on-base percentage against right-handed pitching. It's below 300.
Yeah.
Against lefties, sure. He walks a little bit. Okay, so he'll take a few more walks against lefties. But look at his batting average, 229. That's garbage. In 95 plate appearances, he's had 30 strikeouts. His OPS, 664 against lefties. But who cares?
Abraham, I have said this continuously.
Now, no, I get it. Marcus,
that.
That's the reason why they signed him. The reason why they signed him is because of his defense. It isn't because of his damn bat.
And he's streaky. Abraham says 230, but he'll go 0 for 20 and then get hot. Then he's 0 for 20. He came out of the gate last year. I don't have a stat, Eric, but didn't he come out of the gate last year? I know you know what's good about playing fantasy? You follow what these guys are doing almost on a daily basis. I had Yastrzemski. My God. Do you remember the day, Eric? I traded for Yastrzemski. Everybody laughed at me. And 3 minutes later, I DFA'd him. I said, get rid of this guy. I had to get him to, and everybody's thinking, what are you trading for Yaz for? I said,
Nationals non-tender Kyle Finnegan Wasn't he their closer?
That's a surprise, Eric. Maybe he's going to be a Toronto Blue Jay. Wow.
That's big.
Wow.
I didn't think he was a pretty good.
Eric, do you think you talk about maybe Soto not getting the money he wants, and a lot of these guys who are somewhat names and had good seasons? Finnegan had a hell of a year last year, Eric. Closer, and he played well with a bad team. So, do you think there's truth to your original statement that teams aren't willing to pay money for players, Eric, lately?
I'm telling you. Well, it depends on who it is, but I don't think Soto's getting this big, monstrous $700 million contract. I don't see it.
I didn't see Finnegan being cut loose.
I didn't see him being non-tendered. That was a little bit weird.
Wow. Yeah. Come on. Let's sign Ha-Sung Kim. His 210
Yeah, we'll play the song one more time. Why not? Let's get that. Let's play that one more time because it's almost 5 o'clock. And then if we don't hear anything, we're just going to, because we're going to be back on here another 3 hours. So
I got a show, Eric. I got a show coming up in an hour I got to get ready for over on Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. We're going to be talking some Juan Soto, Eric, coming up. So you can join me in an hour for that. In an hour and 8 minutes. And my special guest will be Tommy D.
All right. Cool.
All right.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm dropping.
Yours steps up now, eyes on the prize. But once again, another strike flies. Hammy feels tight, pain in the game. Swing and a miss, oh what a shame. He strikes out every time. Feels like the end. Needs a break, flown away in the wind. Filled in a dream, chasing a ghost. One more try, almost there close. Maybe it's time to hang up the cleats. Let the wind take into new beats. He strikes out every time. Feels like the end. Needs a break, flown away in the wind. Chasing a ghost, one more try, almost there close. Maybe it's time to hang up the cleats. Let the wind take into new beats. He strikes out every time. Feels like the end. Needs a break, flown away in the wind.
There we go.
Yeah, I was just listening to that, Eric, and there's more. There's going to be a lot of strikes flying by this year, aren't there?
We'll find out.
Well, Eric says we'll find out. We don't know. We don't know.
He's a year older. I don't know.
Or injuries. Remember, he had injuries last year, Eric.
That's what I'm hoping, Marcus. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
I don't think the silence is golden, guys.
Maybe we could be totally wrong. It's possible.
5 minutes.
We could be wrong.
So let's cover this. What will the Giants be willing to pay for Kim, Eric, if they have money for Yaz at 10? Any guess? That's a good question. Thanks, Tom.
I don't know. You got to remember, the Giants, I think they said they're going to have about $30 or $40 million to work with. Can't remember if that was taken into consideration arbitration, guys. I don't know, man. I don't know.
And anybody who keeps questioning in the chat, my clock, that's the time here. We got 5 minutes to 7. 5 minutes left to go in this show.
Yeah,
I might come out fighting tonight, guys. I might come out with the old sword tonight. It'll be entertaining, to say the least. Could be Eric. I expect it's going to be an action-packed show tonight, getting underway at 8 o'clock.
I don't know. We'll find out.
By then we should find out about Lamont Wade.
Should.
All there's some question marks hanging over this team, eh?
And don't forget Taylor Rogers as well.
Oh, knowing this team. Oh, we can't break up the Rogers. Oh.
We don't know. I don't think that's what they think about in that aspect.
You don't?
No.
Well, they went out and got the pair of them, didn't they?
They needed a lefty. They already had Rogers was part of the organization. They went out and got the other Rogers.
I'm not high on either one. Just Eric. I'm Eric. I don't want to poo-poo, but I feel downtrodden today.
That's not the direction I want. That's the problem. It's not the direction I wanted. And it has nothing to do with Juan Soto, guys. Just so you know, it has nothing to do with Juan Soto. I thought maybe they could do something better in right field.
Thanks, Abraham, for another hot take. Yep. Yeah.
Now, in the Giants chat with Ibrahim Khan.
Yep.
Look at that.
You got 82 mile per hour gas, Eric. You can't lose that guy, can you? Woo!
Don't see the Giants signing Kim. He's hurt and old.
I said that a few weeks ago, and how the trend has turned. A lot of chatter.
Yeah.
Eric and I were, if we played back a clip from a show 1 month ago, Eric, it was like, no way. We could be proven wrong yet again.
I think he might see Kim.
You guys were mentioning Kim in the chat, and Eric was doing this, leaning back in the chair with the arms up. No. And now, my God, Eric, that could be the big splash. That could be the big splash.
I think the big splash is going to come in pitching. That's what I think. Big splash is going to.
My daughter has removed all the sharp items from the kitchen. She's a little worried here, Eric. She's like, Dad, I'm keeping a close eye on you. The depression is about to hit. I'm telling you, Eric.
I told you they're probably going to. I wouldn't be surprised if they hold on to Wade because of that 1 year to wait for Eldridge to come up.
Joe, what do you say to the guys who consistently come in our chat and say that we're going to win with pitching and defense, if that's your take? And I agree with you. I'm not downplaying what you're saying here, but yes, the offense is horrible. So pitching and defense. Eric, can pitching and defense win you more games than your hitting will win you? That is a good question.
Well, if you have timely hitting, that's how the Giants won World Series. But if you have no hitting, yeah, you ain't going to win a whole lot.
I don't think we have much hitting, and we certainly haven't got timely hitting in the last year or two. No way.
No, we haven't. We haven't had either.
It's not even debatable. Eric and I consistently start our show during the regular season by taking a look at the game notes. And what does it say? 2 for 15 with runners in scoring position. 2 for 10. 1 for 10. Eric, abysmal.
Yeah, it was rough following the Giants as far as with runners in scoring position.
Oh,
it was bad.
Horrible.
All right, man, let's close this down. I haven't seen any other news. Maybe there'll be some news when we come back on at 8 o'clock.
Thanks, guys, for coming in. This was another impromptu show because we like to keep you up to date on all the news that is news from Giants Nation today. They bring back our old pal, Eric's old buddy, Mike Yastrzemski.
Yeah, buddy. All right, guys, we'll see what happens. Again, I don't like it. That's just me. people can have their own opinions on how they feel about it. I thought he'd be a great fourth outfielder. Does it preclude them from trading him? No, it doesn't. But is there going to be someone else out there that wants the value that Mike Yastrzemski brings? I don't know. We'll find out, guys. Stay tuned. Again, this is the arbitration, guys. This isn't free agents. It's just guys within their own organization that they had a lockup contracts with, or you just let them go. But we'll see what happens, guys. I don't know what else to say. It's kind of, again, it's disappointing. Let's just say that. Disappointing. All right, join us back here, 8 o'clock, right here at Giant Sports Talk Live.
A couple of people in the chat are asking, how do we find Glenn and Tommy D, Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network? If you head over there right now, immediately following this show, you want a little more talk, if you want to chime in about Yastrzemski, join Carter's Corner. He'll be going live in about 2 minutes from now. And coming up in an hour from now, Tommy D from New York. We're going to talk about Soto, talk about how this plays into the mix now that we've inked our old pal Yastrzemski. We're going to talk Giants baseball. Eric, between the two channels, we're going to be talking baseball all day. This is great. This is what we're here for. I love it.
Sounds good.
So check it out, Northern California Sports and Entertainment Network. We're available on Twitter. We're available right here on YouTube. If you go over to that channel, sign up, like, subscribe, all that jazz so you won't miss anything. Again, Tommy D from New York is going to be the guest on that channel beginning at 8 o'clock. Carter coming up next. I'll see you tonight, Eric. Oh, my God. Working my ass off today. We'll see you at 8 o'clock, buddy.
And as Senior said, the Bonds jersey will be drawn tonight. So stay tuned for that. That should be.
That might be the bright spot of the day, guys.
Yeah,
might be
probably
the bright spot of the day.
All right. We'll see you guys tonight.
Peace out.
Woo!
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.